So Candace and Eddie Hall was sitting inside their home outside of Detroit. And while they were sitting inside their home, they heard some noise outside. And then after they heard some noise outside, like a hissing, Candace thought her husband maybe had opened up a can of soda. But after that, they heard a big pile that come through, a big rock came through the window. Now I want you to watch the aftermath of what happened. Let's roll that clip.
You're not going back over there. Right now, come on people, come on in. Right now, somebody just threw a nice big rock. There's the rock. What are you doing? Oh, a nice big rock right through my picture window. This happened about 2 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago. Maybe 5. Hey. Then they flattened.
Yeah.
They flattened. This is why. Because I have Black Lives Matter in my yard. But let me show you what they did. Okay.
We can assume and say white, but we don't know.
They flattened
Who has, like you said it was
one.
Yeah. He was sure. We would know.
This one. They tried. But then this is what they wrote on my husband's truck. This is what they wrote. This is what I'm dealing with. I live in Warren. Eddie. And that one's flat too, okay? This is what they're telling us, okay? All because this is all racially motivated. I knew it was when it happened. I knew it was motivated, racially motivated. They want us out, but we ain't going nowhere. They done flattened all my husband's tires, okay? Wrote on his car. My daughter's upset. They didn't get on this side, but we heard them. My husband heard it. He's got it. And this is what we're dealing with. See? This just happened. They just wrote this. They've been out here, you know, I just got home from my sister's house maybe about an hour ago. This is what they're writing on our cars now. See? If they know you're just a Black Lives Matter, I'm just a black female. My neighbor's black, you know, they threw a great big rock into my picture window. In my picture window. I am, baby. See that? Yep. They just did that. See the rock right there? I wasn't sitting right there, thank God. Thank God. But let me show you. We have police, Warren police out here. My husband chased after him. You know it's some white guy in a hoodie. They've taken pictures. My husband is a vet, I'm a vet, but they don't take none of that into consideration. See? But we're the terrorists. I just got home from my sister's house. And this is what, I mean, I just parked this car about maybe an hour ago. This is what they did. Why they flattened all the tires. On both this vehicles, there's 2 tires flattened. We heard it, but we wasn't sure what it was going on. We have this nice gentleman helping us out. But this is what I'm dealing with.
Hey man, I ain't gonna be.
Unfortunately, we have a ring on our house. Unfortunately, we were charging the battery. So our neighbors have one. Trying to see what theirs look like.
So that was complete white supremacist terrorism. Completely. They did that just because they had a Black Lives Matter sign. Well, people be having Trump signs all over the place. You don't see black people going and doing that to Trump's people. Now, do they? No, we don't fool with them people. They say, hey, if they want to like Trump, that's their business. Whatever. We don't care about that. Whether we agree with it or not, people can like Trump if they want to, right? We don't go harass them when they got these Confederate flags on their trucks. Because I remember the other day, I was picking up my son and saw one of them with a big Confederate flag on their truck. We ain't messing with them when we see Confederate flags. You're going to mess with them because they got a Black Lives Matter sign. And you're going to vandalize their property, etc. I wish they would have caught up to you. You know, but that coward did that in the middle of the night like they normally would do because they're cowards. They're not going to come approach you straight up. Now, after the incident, as you saw the police, the mayor had came out and said that our city is a true melting pot and many different races and religions all help to make Warren a good community, right? It said that all are welcome, but those who would peddle in hate and cause destruction are not welcome in Warren and should be aware that our city leadership and myself in particular will not stop in the pursuit of justice, right? Now, Candace says she's not taking down her Black Lives Matter sign, which I would say don't take it down. And she says she's not leaving the neighborhood, and I don't expect her to, right? She said we shook up from this. She said we're not running. He said I'm not going to take my sign down. We're not leaving. He said we are standing our ground. He said no one was injured in the incident. They said the Hall's 18-year-old son was home at the time, while their 16-year-old daughter was not in the house. So they said the police was reviewing evidence in the video footage and offering awards to anyone who provide information on the case. Well, you know, with these cowardly white supremacists, right, because they're cowards. They are the epitome of cowards, right? We know this. As black folks, it's just a few things that we must have at our homes, right? It just definitely in this climate, for sure. Now, they said that they were charging up their Ring camera at the time, so their Ring camera wasn't on. You need to get a security system that's wired. That has nothing to do with any type of battery, okay? Because batteries can go out. At that time period, it needed a battery. You should have a 360 view of your home with cameras. Some cameras that's visible, some cameras that's hidden, but you need a 360 view, okay? Because studies have proved that homes that have cameras are less likely to be vandalized, robbed, etc. Another thing I would suggest, vicious dogs and some good vicious dogs, right? Or if you're not the type that want a vicious dog, at least get a dog to let you know, hey, something going on. Because one thing about them dogs, even my little one that I have down there, anybody that's in that street, even close to our street, she will bark and be at the door. And I'm like, what that dog? And then you go out there and sure enough, you know, you see something. Right? But for me, I don't have to step out. I can look at my camera and see all right there. And you should have the same thing at your house, right? Have a dog or a vicious one at that. Now, in their situation, if it was me, I say, okay, baby, this we're going to do. We about to get us some vicious dogs. I'm going to get about 2 of them. And then he said that, you know, in the story that he went to go get his gun, you know, which he have a right to. But I don't know what kind of gun he had. But I'll say, you know what, baby, after this one, look, we're going to get another sign too. And put in the front. We're going to go and we're going to get us some AR-15s. We'll get us some Mossberg shotguns, maybe a couple of baby eagles, and at a minimum. I said, we both going to have one legally owned. Definitely. We're not going to do nothing illegal. And we're going to put another sign out that we believe in the Second Amendment of the United States Constitution. So tread accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Put that sign out. So you believe in the Second Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. It belongs to black people too. Black people have a right to practice their Second Amendment rights, not just the Mzungus. Because you know what? The police is not going to be there to save you like that. And they sure not going to save the black community. We all know that. So we better protect ourselves, period. That's the way it should happen. Because you know what? You don't know what those white supremacists could have done. They could have went in there and tried to kill them. We don't know. These people are cowards. Straight cowards. They're talking about going to write terrorists on their vehicle. You're the terrorist. You've been a terrorist here. You've been everywhere you went, you've been a terrorist. Everywhere. It ain't one place you went and you ain't been a terrorist. You ain't brought nothing great to the world that we didn't do for you. So what are you talking about, a terrorist? But That's what I would do, brother and sister. If you see this video, go to that shooting range, learn how to use them weapons, and have your dog. And next time you even hear something, let them dogs out. That's the ones that's gonna hold them for you. You know what I'm saying? Don't let these people terrorize you like that. Forget that. I don't believe in that. You hear me talking about the continent and all that, yes. But I ain't gonna sit up there and just let them folks do me something like that. Hell no. That ain't me. Forget that. No, you gotta definitely defend your family by any means necessary. But leave me a comment, let me know what you think about this particular story, you know, what happened to this brother and sister. But it's real, ladies and gentlemen, this stuff is going on. And like I said, this is outside of Detroit in Warren, Michigan. But this family was sitting down watching TV, and these white supremacists just went to attack them behind a Black Lives Matter sign.